Post-war recovery. After the war, how did the world recovered? Post-war economic recovery proved to be very, very difficult. Britain, which was the world's leading economy before the war, in particular, faced a prolonged crisis due to the war. Before the war, Britain was extensively rich. They had colonies in more than 50 countries. But even that country faced prolonged crisis for a very long period of time. While Britain was preoccupied with the war, the industries developed in India and Japan. To an extent, Britain also used these particular industries to supply war equipment during the time of war. So, certain industries developed in India and also in Japan. After the war, Britain could not recapture its own position or dominance in the Indian market or in the Japanese market to compete with them. So, especially in India, they could not recapture their own position because the local goods, local industries started to flood their products into the market. Similarly, internationally, the domination of Japan also, they could not compete with Japan in the international market. Moreover, to finance the war expenditures, the Britain had borrowed liberally from the US. Now, in order to compensate or in order to take care of the war expenditure, as I told you in the previous part of the video, that the Britain has to get certain amount of loans from US, from US public, US government. So this meant that at the end of the war, Britain was burdened with huge external debts. So no more Britain is a world's leading economy after the war. Before the war, that was the situation. But during this war period and after the war, certain industries in India and Japan developed so much that Britain could not recapture its own position either in the Indian market or in the Japanese market or Japan's competition in the international market. As Britain has borrowed liberally from US, it became having huge external debts, and that became a burden for the Britain after the war. The war led to an economic boom, that is, to a large increase in demand, production, and employment. When the war boom ended, due to war, they need certain particular equipment that has to be done for the war. So they asked all the companies, industries to produce them. But after the war ended, the production contracted and unemployment increased. So the production became less because there is nobody to buy. There is no demand for the products now. As the war was ended, suddenly the production has to be cut down and unemployment increased. At the same time, government reduced blotted war expenditures to bring them into line with peacetime revenues. Now all the governments started to reduce their expenditure towards war equipments. They want to bring this money for peace. Now these developments also created huge job losses in 1921. One in every 5 British workers was thrown out of work. One in every 5 British workers was thrown out. Indeed, anxiety and uncertainty about work became an enduring part of the post-war scenario. So because of the efforts during the wartime, certain industries got extraordinary boom and they have increased their demand, production, and employment. But as the war has ended, the production became less, unemployment increased. And at the same time, the government has also taken steps to make sure that they don't spend more money on the war equipment. So because of this, so many people lost their jobs. For example, in 1921, one of every 5 members of the British workers was out of work, and that has added anxiety and uncertainty about work became an enduring part as a regular process after the post-war scenario. It did not stop here. Many agricultural economies also were in crisis. Considering the case of wheat producers, before the war, Eastern Europe was a major supplier of wheat in the world. When this supply was disrupted during the war, the wheat production in Canada, America, and Australia expanded dramatically. Due to the war, they need this wheat supply and they have to supply it. So they started to supply. But once the war was over, the production in the Eastern Europe revived and created glut in the wheat output. So the production is more. Grain prices fell down. So slowly the grains cost fell down. So the income for the rural families became less. Farmers earlier they were in profits. Now as the incomes fell down, they also went into deeper debts. So in agriculture also, in the agriculture sector also, there was a decline in the economy, not only in the industrial sector, even in the agricultural sector, we can see a great decline and downfall with reference to wheat producers in Canada, America, and Australia.